Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel. Reading one, your card has appeared. In today's readings, we are asking for immediate guidance from Spirit, a message that you need to hear right now of importance, of significance, and of course we will also seek advice as well for the coming week. You know, what's happening in the next 7 days? Can we get guidance, get the heads up about anything you really need to be aware of so that you can, you know, really tune in with the week ahead and find out how best to navigate your world. So reading number one, your card has already arrived. We have Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. I am just going to lift this up to show it to you as it's popped out already. So pile one, Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. This is a very interesting card. Okay, let's see what we are shown for pile two. Okay, that's your card. We have Horse, Freedom. Very beautiful card. Okay. And pile three. Okay. Ooh. Pile three, we have Tiger, Fire. Beautiful cards for this week. Okay, beautiful souls. I'm going to draw some runes and I think a charm as well. Some of you I know like that extra bit of information. If you already know which reading, or indeed readings, sometimes it is, that are speaking to you, you can kind of fast forward to those if you know already. But I'm going to draw runes and charms as well for anyone that wants that little bit of extra guidance. Let's do the charms first. Okay. How interesting. We have two for each of the readings, reading one and reading two. Okay, just one rune. So reading one, you have the lucky horseshoe. You also have the hand here. It's a beautiful hand. It's got a hole in the middle of it. It's covered, I don't know if the camera will really pick this up, but it's covered in spirals as well. Okay, and then your rune is the rune of Isa. This is ice, stand still. Very interesting energy around this. Okay, I think we're going to get very clear guidance this week, not only a message you need to hear right now, but actually I think for the week ahead as well. Okay, reading number two, you have the rune of Constraint. That's Nathos. And you have the charm of Peace. And you have the charm of Love. Let me show those up to you. Okay, and reading number three, you have the rune of Algiz, Protection. Okay, and you also have the charm of Love. Isn't that beautiful? Up there. Okay, I'll leave the video running for you guys for just a little while longer in case you just need that bit of extra time. So just sit with this as long, with the cards, the runes, the charms, as long as you need to. If more than one reading is speaking to you, I'm personally, I would go with listening to more than one, because these are weekly readings and I post them every Sunday. You know, sometimes they really will pick up on more than one circumstance or more than one situation in your life. Super souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. I'll leave the video running for you. Hey, beautiful reading number one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now we have the rune of Isa, ice, stand still. I'm really aware of the lynx sitting here observing, sitting still, being an observer, a witness. I kind of wonder as well, what is your witness self trying to say to you in the message that's coming through for you today. Now, I feel also with the lucky horseshoe and the charm of the hand, something is being handed to you. And I feel like it's a gift, something that's really, really lucky. Now, whether this is an actual something that becomes a talisman or a situation, I do not know. We will draw more cards, but the energy of links, keeper of secrets, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing, your witness self. You see others' secrets and you keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find strength. A gift is being given to you this week, beautiful souls, reading number 1. And you are being advised, and it's a very clear message already, just with this card alone and these charms and this rune, you are being advised to get still and become an observer and listen to your witness self, because things will be shown to you that they're not necessarily being shown to you to share with others, but they will assist you in making very clear decisions. They'll assist you in being very clear about something, in knowing exactly what to do and when to do it. Yeah, you could also be gifted some form of talisman, because there's a strength coming through here. There's strength in silence, choosing not to reveal all, being just very, very conscious and very aware. Let's draw more cards for you, beautiful souls. May we have some oracle cards, I think we'll draw for you first of all. May we have oracle cards for pile number 1, please. Oracle cards for pile 1. I'm seeing this. Oracle cards for pile 1. The message that needs to be gifted to them today, right here and right now. I'm seeing that card. And we'll take the one on the reverse of the pack as well. Look at this. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. Okay. Now this is so interesting, because we have a young person, like a grandmother and a granddaughter here. It's the grandmother who holds the wisdom, I think, and look at the way they're looking in opposite directions here. Yeah, there is something that you need to get still and see with great clarity, because it's actually going to be really, I just want to say it's important information that's coming to you. Something very important. We'll ask for more information. It may be given to us anyway. We have the card of Play With Me. And then we have Daughters of the Red Tent. That's very interesting. Daughters of the Red Tent is a card that says, again, look at this. You may not know exactly what's going on. But this is a big transition, a big opportunity is actually what I really want to say. Let's move those cards here. I think that's going to work for us. I'm going to draw another oracle card before we proceed any further. Yeah. Persevere. Here we go. Who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? But of course this takes time. Whatever you are involved in, this card brings a message of reassurance. Your hard work and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. Now this is very, very interesting, because I feel your reading is speaking of perseverance, but it's also asking you to get still and be an observer, because something is going to be shown to you. You're actually at a really interesting and quite significant kind of threshold in your world. And you need to see something. There's something you're going to be shown or gifted or given that will enable you to then continue to move forwards. It may be a piece of information that causes you to feel do you know what's coming through is causes you to feel either betrayed or let down, but I'm not sure that's entirely true for all of you. I'm just going to need to draw more cards before I say any more. I just feel there's an element of something that feels like you're shown something. It could give you a wobble, but the purpose of the wobble is it gives you immense clarity. It almost kind of gives you, it opens up your choices, and it's a really lucky break. It's a lucky gift, but I feel it may not come in the form that you're expecting. So I need more information here for you. I really do. Let's draw from one of our tarot packs. May we have information? What is this gift, this something that needs to be seen about for pile 1, please, for beautiful pile 1? I am actually seeing that card too. May we have information for pile 1? That's your other card just there. Okay, we have. So we have the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Empress. We have the Eight of Cups, and we have the card of Strength. Okay. How interesting. Let's have a look at these cards. Look at the cat energy coming through here. Okay. What I'm seeing in the energy of your cards, the High Priestess, you need to see something. This is about being an observer. And your witness self, your higher self, your guides, your angels, it's very much your witness self, your higher self actually. You are going to see something. Even this fox is observing. Keeping guard over you, the Empress. Because there's something dormant. There's something going on here behind the scenes. There's something dormant that hasn't yet come to fruition. You're going to be given a piece of information that will assist you in moving through to something that feels really helps you to be on top of your game here. Look at the card of Strength, where we have this beautiful heart here. We have the snake and the rat. How interesting. Everything in your reading, pile 1, is suggesting that you are going to move through and beyond something. You are at a threshold. And whatever part of your life, whatever area of your life this threshold is about, I think you are aware probably already that you don't necessarily have, well, I say that some of you are aware that you don't have all of the information you need in order to make a clear choice as to how you personally move forwards. But I think a part of you is probably itching to leave something behind. And yet another part of you kind of feels kind of like obliged is perhaps the right word. Obliged to kind of step in and manage a situation. Now, it feels like it's quite complex. That's what I want to voice about your situation. I do see you navigating through and by choice, probably actually kind of walking away from something here. But I think you're going to walk away from it in the right place and making the right choices. At the moment, I feel like you're probably swinging a little bit in quite emotionally driven, sort of swinging from one place of feeling fairly calm to one place of feeling like you don't really know what's going on, feeling sometimes like you're kind of okay with the situation, and at other times sometimes feeling quite strong in it, and at other times feeling really vulnerable and really weak. And right at the core of that, I think you're feeling as if you actually ultimately would like to leave this circumstance, this situation, this relationship, this situationship, you'd like to leave it because you're sick and tired of swinging from feeling like you do need to step up, you're okay, you've sorted it, to kind of not really knowing what's going on, to somehow your gut feeling says something isn't right. There's a lot of toing and froing going on here. Your message is really clear. Get still and observe. Listen to your witness self, your higher self, because your witness self is very accurately observing what's actually going on. Okay, and I'm going to draw some more cards for you. May we have more information, please? Okay, I'm going to take those cards as they've come. Okay, so we have Four of Pentacles. We have Eight of Cups again. So this is so significant to have Eight of Cups twice. But we also have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Chalices. Okay, so we are going to get a new beginning here. We are, and this is what your cards are saying. I think there's opportunity here for you to move through and away from some aspect of your world that's been causing you a problem. You'll be able to find a way of navigating it. That means you can, I feel like basically you can close some doors. Okay, but what we're being shown right here and right now with that very clear guidance from Spirit is listen to your higher self, your witness self. You need to be still enough and be an observer in order to intuitively read and trust your gut feeling as to what's going on. Someone is trying to keep a situation the same. Someone is trying to keep something stuck and as it is. And I think you are needing or wanting or desiring something to shift and change. There's something going on in the background here, where somebody would like something to stay exactly as it is, but somehow the fruitfulness is in the shift, it's in the change. So persevere. You're going to find a way through this. Now, for some of you, I sort of feel like you may actually just make a decision to kind of choose to walk away from something and just say, do you know what, it's not exactly an ultimatum, but it sort of feels like a sort of, this isn't actually working and therefore I'm not going to do it. What is interesting is I wonder, and I get a flavour here, that actually by choosing to sort of say, I'm going to make this decision because this is actually what's right for me, I think that in itself creates the new beginning. It kind of brings about, there's some sort of completion that takes place here. But someone's working perhaps to keep something the same, and what you're going to be gifted with is a piece of information that demonstrates that. It demonstrates that somebody is trying to keep something in a stuck or stalemate position. And it's that piece of information that's the gift. It's in bringing you enormous luck. And it helps you to then move something ahead. Because at the moment, there's a lot of toing and froing of energy here. I am seeing a really positive outcome here. Absolutely positive outcome. She's lovely. I'm going to draw a couple more cards for you, beautiful souls. And I don't do this very often. I did it with my Mercury in retrograde readings. I think I may do a teensy extended reading, but we'll complete this reading as it is, but I may just do, I feel like I want to do a little bit of an additional rune reading. When I do an extended reading, I tend to post it on Patreon, along with my all zodiac sign readings, but we'll complete this reading for you here on YouTube. And then for those of you who are on Patreon, I think I'm going to do an extended rune reading very specifically. I kind of feel like I'm wanting to look at the past, present and future, what's above you, what's below you, how do we move this forwards, and get a little bit of additional information. There's something quite karmic about this. That's really where I'm going with the rune energy. But let's complete this reading first here on YouTube. So, beautiful souls, we're going to draw more information, because the gift this week, and it is actually a gift, is that you'll be shown exactly how somebody is, or what's going on with someone who's trying to keep something as it is. Okay, they're trying to keep something in a kind of a stuck position. It's not a great position. The stuckness is actually not helpful, and I think you're aware of that. It's this stuff that's going on that's causing you to swing, this toing and froing. The key to your role in this is for you to almost sort of like liberate yourself by just being the observer. Listen to your witness self. Your higher self, your witness self will give you the information you need to know exactly how best to act, and it will put you in that position of strength. Whether you choose to walk away or whether you choose to kind of say, look, I also have choices here, and you call that shot, whatever the outcome here, persevere with this. You're going to get through it, and you're going to get through it not by being kind of reactive to something, but by being that still observer. It's ever so clear, your reading. May we just have a little bit more information, please, for reading 1. Yes. So we have the High Priestess again. I mean, this is really, you've got the 8 of Chalices twice, you have the High Priestess twice. This is so significant. Okay, you also have the card of the Devil, which is about cutting cords. And then you have the 2 of Discs, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. How interesting. You're not as helpless in this as you are almost being led to believe. Okay, I think you do feel like you swing from being in a strong position to feeling very, very vulnerable and very helpless. You're not as helpless as you think. The key here is actually to cut the emotional cords. And I'm not saying that, because I feel there's a sense of you stepping in and doing something because you sometimes feel you should, or you ought to, or you're trying to do the right thing. But I think you have a much stronger position than you realise. You are being guided here, there's no question of it. I really feel like the universe, actually, Spirit has your back on this one. What this Devil card here is showing to us above and beyond anything is what you're going to be shown this week, what your witness self, your higher self is going to show you, is what the motives are about the sort of stuckness. And I think a piece of actually really helpful, useful, very lucky information is going to come to you. You'll see through the masks that people are wearing, and what that's going to create is an environment in which you can make very, very clear choices. And yeah, very clear choices as to how best to kind of take something forwards here. What I'm also seeing, and we're being given a super lovely piece of information here with the 2 of Pentacles, is sitting with the card Play With Me. I think you're going to be able to find a humorous, playful solution to this. You know when you can step back and laugh at human nature, rather than feel, really angsty about it. You can laugh about it, and because you laugh about it and you're playful about it, it lightens things up, but it kind of empowers you simultaneously to make choices that are done with very clear awareness. Like, you might choose to walk away. You'd be like, do you know what? Love you loads, but this isn't for me. Look, if you want to do it this way, that's fine. But, go find another playmate to do this with, kind of thing. It's that sense of, one can do it with a kind of a little bit of a twinkle in the eye and a little bit of a chuckle, rather than feeling angsty. And that's the empowerment here. However we look at it, I think you're going to get the sort of the A grade result that you're looking for. I think some of you will genuinely walk away from something, actually, that has been holding you back. And for others, there'll be a solution found that kind of brings the sparkle back into something that was previously feeling like it was an absolute slog. it'll bring the sparkle back in, and you'll be able to, yeah, sparkle is the right word. You'll be able to continue to persevere, to move something forwards from a place where it's going to feel sort of doable, fun. It won't feel like it's such a burden. So there's something around you that's been feeling very hard work, and that shift in energy is utterly delightful. It really, really is. Now we've just come through the energy of a full moon eclipse in Scorpio at the time of doing this reading. A full moon in Scorpio will take us into a deep dive with anything that we need to see that needs to shift, especially secrets, stuff that's kept undercover. And also this particular full moon eclipse, the sun was heading very rapidly towards Uranus, and will now be sitting with Uranus, in fact, and Uranus is the great awakener. So we're in that energy of change, of shift. Your message, beautiful souls, for pile 1 this week is very clear. Get still and listen to your higher self, your witness self. You will be given information, something will be made clear to you that will strengthen your position and open up your opportunity to make choices. This really is a gift indeed. And whether you choose to continue with something but on your terms and in a way that feels lively, light, exciting, or indeed you choose to actually walk away in order to open a doorway of a different phase of your own life, which will be light and exciting and vibrant. However that works for you in your unique situation, your message is clear. Be an observer. A gift is coming. You're going to see who and why something keeps on remaining stuck, entrenched, and blocking a way forwards, and that resolution will come, but it will come not through you trying to fix it. It will come through you observing, being still, and being given every piece of information you need in order to then take the relevant action for you. Beautiful souls, this feels like now the reading is complete here on YouTube. For my Patreon people, I'm going to do a little bit of an extra rune reading for you, if this is the reading you've chosen this week. And we'll be drawing, I think, runes. Yes, we'll be drawing a little cross of runes, where we will be asking about the past, the present, and the future. We'll probably draw some more cards as well. What energy is above and what is below? Looking at the karmic implications here, the soul growth, perhaps what's been triggering this, in these connections. But that's where I think I'm going to go with that extended reading. So beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. For those of you who are on Patreon, I will see you there for the extended reading. I'll make sure it's up as I post this, when I upload this, so you can flick straight over if you wish to. And anyone new to the Moon Magic Tarot channel and to me, my Patreon community, it works on the basis of donations. You can give as little or as much as you wish, but I post a tutorial there every month. I post my all zodiac sign readings there, my big extended readings, and also I do every now and then I'll do an extra if I'm just really feeling that it feels right to do so, and that's what's happening today. Tons and tons of love to you all, and I look forward to seeing you for other readings here on YouTube, and for some of you I will look forward to seeing you in Patreon too. All my love to all of you. Beautiful souls, have an amazing week, and yeah, kind of enjoy the stillness. Yeah, we're looking at a big step up in empowerment here, which I'm loving. Tons and tons of love. Super souls, I'll post all the relevant links to anything and everything I do in the information box, in the description box, and in the pinned comment, including a link to Patreon if you would like to check out that community as well. Tons of love to you all. Hey, beautiful pile 2, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. You have Nathas. This is the rune of constraint. And I feel like there's this massive kind of almost like contradiction, really, because you've got the rune of constraint, which suggests that something is either restricted and you need patience. And then you have horse, freedom. Liberation. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change. You accomplish your dreams. You also have love and peace. I feel like you guys are working on something, and it's going to require you to really be patient, diligent, to put the time and effort in. And it may not be something that you are, what's the word I'm looking for, fluent in, but I almost feel like, you know, when you're learning a new language, if you're doing a language course and you know what the end goal is and you're itching to speak fluently, but you have to really put the time and the hours and the dedication in, and you may get sometimes frustrated at what seems like a lack of progress, but actually there isn't a lack of progress because you're putting the time and the effort, and it's like one of those things where suddenly it gels, it's there, and it's like, oh wow, I've got it. You know, learning a new skill. In fact, I'm definitely seeing some of you maybe learning a new skill, doing something that is required in order to move something else further forwards. And you have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. What I am seeing is that whatever you are working on, investing in, learning that other language, whatever it may be, some kind of, almost like seeing some sort of software program, learning something. I feel like you're learning a new skill that requires your full attention, and honestly, it will just suddenly gel. But I feel like this week particularly, it's like you're really trying to get to grips with it in some way, shape or form. And the message here is be patient with yourself. Your primary message, obviously we're going to draw a ton more cards for you, but your primary message is have patience, be diligent, be steady. It will gel with you. It will suddenly take, you'll suddenly get it. If you're trying to get your head around something, if this is not a work project but a situation, you'll suddenly get your head around it and it will fall into place. And the key here is love and peace. You know, take an attitude of patience, care, regard, self-care within this. Yes, work hard, but self-care, be patient with yourself. I do feel you're embracing something, learning a new skill. Also, what I see is that this skill, when you've got it, it's part of your pathway to freedom. It's going to take you somewhere from A to B. It's a bit like learning a language and suddenly you, or upgrading your language skills, and suddenly you've upgraded them to the point where you could be an interpreter, or you could travel easily, or you could negotiate something. It's something that it is part of your pathway to freedom. May we please have more information? Oh, super souls as well. I should just say to you, reading number 1, as I was doing reading number 1, I only voice it now just so you're aware of this. It was very much a complete reading, but I felt quite compelled to do an extended reading, particularly with runes, where we were looking at sort of like past, present, future, what's above, what's below. And because I've committed to, I'm going to do that for reading 1. I will also do that for all the readings. So there will be some extended readings attached to this week's readings, and they will be on Patreon as always. It's where I put my extended readings and my all zodiac sign readings. But anyway, I just suddenly thought I would just voice that to you. Now let's see, what else are we shown? I mean, these readings will be complete in themselves, of course. Okay, I'm also seeing, no, that's the one there. Okay, and we will draw from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards as well. There's your card flying out for you. Let's have a look and see what we have. Imperfection. This is so interesting. This is all about kind of actually really getting a bit critical when we don't get things right. You know, strive to be the best you can be, cherish your mistakes and those of others, and honour the learning to be found in every experience. You know, in our goal-driven world, we can seek to blame whenever things do not run smoothly, and yet it is our imperfections that make our human lives the perfect vessel for the evolution of the soul. You're learning a new skill this week. You're embracing something. You're getting to grips with it. I love this. Sacred Falcon shows the way. There's your first card. We then have the Snow Shepherdess, which is a very interesting card, and surrender sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. Now, this is really, really interesting because the Snow Shepherdess basically says, look, believe in the impossible. Okay, something that you don't believe is possible is going to become possible. I feel like you guys are, yeah, literally, you're learning a new skill. If you're starting a new job this week, then when you arrive, just bear in mind, be kind to yourself. Don't assume that you're going to know everything from day one. You know, you're on a learning curve. That's what I'm seeing this week, you guys. You are literally embarking on something whereby primarily it's going to require your patience. And I think some of you might just get a little bit cross with yourselves. You may already be there. For sort of, it's almost like you feel like you should know it all already. And this reading is really saying, look, love, peace, gratitude, you're going to achieve this. Now, we are being shown that there is an element of almost sacred guidance here. Sacred Falcon shows the way. Whatever it is you're tackling this week, whatever you're doing, whatever you're starting, whatever you're learning, you know, this will be unique to your personal situation. This is the right course of action. This genuinely is part of the pathway to freedom for you. There's some aspect of freedom, empowerment. Horses are really connected to empowerment, liberation from your current circumstances. You know, if you're in a dead-end job and you've just started a new evening class at something, or you've been feeling like, I don't know, maybe you've been not getting enough of a social life and you've decided to start a class because you want to get out and meet people, and you go and you're really daunted and you think, I'm never going to get this. You know, whatever is being learned, embraced, tackled, navigated, whatever that is for you, you are doing the right thing. So don't be dissuaded or discouraged, that's the word, by your inability to be perfect from day one. Keep at it. Okay, stamina and strength. Follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams, because whatever the sort of the end goal of this, it is part of your pathway forwards, and it's going to liberate you from something that is currently either holding you back, or it's not right for you and you need to grow beyond it. So whatever the skill you're learning, it's absolutely right for you right now. It's just that you're not fluent in it yet, basically. It will happen. The Snow Shepherdess says, literally, the impossible will become, it's like believe the unbelievable. The impossible will become possible. And sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. Go with it. Go with the flow. Let it just unfold. Have a go. If you fall over, get back up again. You know, it's actually, there's a very loving energy here. Very loving, it's kind of very solid, very peaceful sense of, I feel like your team, your spirit team, your guides, your angels, they're all kind of saying, you know, you can do this. It's almost like, you know, when we see, it's like a little toddler, you know, when I'm not suggesting that you're teensy toddlers, but do you know what I mean? I mean, we all go through that toddler stage whenever we start something new. I mean, you should try, honestly, look at me trying to navigate some form of new program on my computer. If I'm trying to navigate a program, honestly, my children think I'm a complete dinosaur, and they're right, I kind of am. I can do it, but my goodness me, it doesn't come easily to me because that's not a language that I grew up with. I have to work at this. I open a page and I think, oh, what does that mean? You know, I mean, honestly, it's like I almost go into shock. But I also know from experience that if I take my time, I can learn it. But I may have to genuinely take my time, and I need to be kind to myself while I'm doing it, you know. And I'm like a toddler. I'm going to get up, I'm going to pull myself up on the furniture, I'm going to fall over, and then I'm going to get a bit miffed and a bit pissed off, and then I'm going to just have to settle myself down and get back up again, you know. So just, it's that kind of feel around it. Let's have a look and see what else we are showing for you, beautiful souls. I'm kind of curious actually as to the sort of the extended reading for your reading, actually, because as I said, it's reading one that really kind of put me into that zone, and I thought, no, I'm going to do extended readings. But I'm very curious as to how that's going to pan out for you guys. Okay, may we have another card, please, for reading 2. One more card from this pack for reading 2. What is this about? What's their message? What are we being shown? This is your card. So we know for your week ahead, it's fascinating as well. When I was drawing the cards right at the start, I knew we were going to get quite a lot of information coming through for the week. Sometimes it's a very clear, direct message right now. And sometimes we're kind of almost guided a little bit further through the week ahead. And that's what these readings are feeling like. So whatever you're embarking upon, yeah, really stick with it this week. King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, this is just beautiful. Look at these cards. So the King of Cups is really bringing that kindness, that compassion into the learning of a new skill. And we have this incredible orca whale balancing a cup on its nose. You're going to get the crowning glory. And then we have this beautiful donkey, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like nudging this forwards. There's a lot of playful energy here. They're kind of saying, look, be playful about this. You know, it's like if you're juggling something, if you were learning to juggle and you've never juggled anything before, you're going to drop all the balls, aren't you? I mean, it's going to happen. But you pick them all up and you have another go. I feel literally like you're being nudged, because this is actually, there's a pot of gold in this. Knight of Pentacles, and you're actually going to learn this skill quite quickly. You would be amazed with love and peace and the right attitude how quickly you're going to navigate into this skill. You'd be surprised. Honestly, I think it will suddenly gel for you. Yeah, look at that. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I think this is a skill set that is going to it's going to come to you pretty fast. I don't think there's any question of that. Let me see if I can move our cards. I need to try and make a bit of space here so we've got room for all our cards in here. Let's bring those in. Yeah, great stuff. That's better. Okay, yeah. To have both the Knight of Pentacles, this is that steady progress, and then the Knight of Wands really confirming, you know, this is actually going to happen quite quickly. I mean, of all the knights have a great energy, because, you know, the pages, we're very new to something. The knight has an energy of, you know, we're able to grasp it pretty quickly. We can kind of make it happen. We can consolidate it. We can make it real. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's that steady progress, steady, solid progress. The Knight of Wands it's fast progress. It's happening. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to get this skill quickly. I think what we're being shown here in this, literally this is, you know, we look in these readings at the week ahead, we're being shown with the Ten of Pentacles here, not only are you going to grasp it very, very quickly, you might have a few, I don't know, hiccups, drops and balls if you're trying to learn juggling, or if you're, you know, like me with a bit of software and you're that toddler pulling yourself up on the furniture. You'll have a couple of falls, but, you know, by the end of the week, you'll not only be walking, but you'll be running. And you're going to start to see the results. It's going to come together. Okay, the Snow Shepherdess, what you didn't think would be possible at the beginning of the week, by the end of the week, it's really going to be taking shape. You're going to see it consolidate. So truly persevere, don't give up. You know, really go for it. Be patient with yourself. Let's draw some more cards. I actually feel really kind of excited for you guys. There's something quite vibrant, quite exciting. It's a sense of things really happening for you, because it really is, it's taking you somewhere, this skill, this learning curve. It's something you need to do to get you, it's not even from A to B, to get you from A to Z. You know, this is one of the key steps along the way. Okay, so let's draw some more cards for you, beautiful souls. May we have more information about this. So patience is the name of the game. Encouragement is what I'm really hearing from them, from your... Look at that, we've got another Page of Wands. So that's really... I say another, we've got Knight of Wands here. My apologies. But how interesting. Look at this. What beautiful cards. What was I just saying just a moment ago about the fact that the pages are something that's very new? There's a lot of young adolescent kind of let's get going energy, and the Knights are when something becomes consolidated. And what we have here is that Page of Wands and then the Four of Wands, which is a card of celebration. You are really going to get this quickly. Honestly, this skill is going to happen. This, whatever it is you're navigating, whatever you're trying to get your head around, you may feel daunted initially. You may even look at this and think, it's like starting a new job. You arrive on day one and you think, whoa, I'm never going to handle this. But actually, yes, you will. You're going to navigate this week, and you're going to get it, and you're going to get it quickly. This feels as though it's something that you're going to rise to the challenge. Look at this beautiful King of Cups. The Orca is rising up. Truly, this is something that is, yeah, it's a real value. This is a valuable week for you. Okay, a much greater emphasis on process, on working at something, getting your head around something, learning something. You know, that's the flavour. So it's slightly greater emphasis for some of you, I think, about work, although there could be a current situation where you're processing something to do with people, but it does feel much more work and career and skill set kind of learning, although your skill set could of course be connected to some aspect of your personal growth. I mean, it's all personal growth, isn't it? But it does feel like it's something very solid and very real. It's like grasping and editing, sweetheart. There's something here. Anyway, Page of Wands, Four of Wands. Yes, you feel as if this is quite new to you, but my goodness me, you seriously are going to see some results quite quickly. Really, really, you're going to get your head around it. You're going to fly. May we have more information? What else are we shown? I mean, that's your primary message this week, okay? Okay. So your primary message, and this is really, really interesting. So we have the Two of Cups. We've got a celebration here. That's interesting with the Ten of Pentacles, because I think you may also actually find yourself collaborating with people. So how fascinating. We've got, look at the kind of, I mean, wow, look at the way your cards are showing up. This is such a positive week for you. You've got the Two of Cups, so we're celebrating. There's a collaboration coming together. The Ten of Pentacles, particularly in this pack with the bees, it's about collaborating, working together, teamwork. And again, we have now the Queen of Pentacles here as well. I mean, this is King of all these kings, knights. I mean, you know, I'm really feeling the success of your week. How very, very interesting. I mean, I feel your reading in many ways is complete. Now, I've said I'm going to do an extended reading. So I think what I will do in the extended reading, because this does feel complete. I'm thrilled for you. I feel like I'm going to be raising a glass for you, and rightly so. I think you're tackling something. You're going to get your head around it. You're going to achieve it. You'll, overcome any kind of aspect of imperfection. This is a reading of encouragement. Have patience. Don't get frustrated. Emphasizing love, peace, that lovely space of harmony where you just love the learning, and you're going to get it really quickly. We're seeing celebration. We're seeing success. We're seeing collaboration, working as a team for some of you. It's beautiful. We're seeing what you thought you'd never get your head around just falling into place. It's gorgeous. Now, because I've said I'm going to do some extended readings, I think what I'll do for the extended readings is I'm actually going to look at what the end goal is for you guys. So for any of you who are interested, it may feel absolutely complete and, for you anyway. And so that's just wonderful and fine. But because I'm going to be doing some extended readings that came from reading one, I think what I'll do is I'm going to kind of really seriously look at what this is contributing to, because it's definitely part of your route to freedom. It's your something that is a situation that you'd like to change. So whether this is like your job situation, you know, or something you're working on that could bring you a great deal of success, whatever that is, that's what I'm going to focus on in your extended reading. I'm going to look at what you've started, where this sits, what's above you, what's below you, because that's how I'm working with the runes in the extended reading. And we're going to literally look at where is this taking you, and any information and additional guidance that you may need in terms of steps along the way to achieve the end goal. So I think that's what I'm going to do in your extended readings. Super Souls, they are on Patreon. This reading in many ways as a weekly reading does feel complete. You are welcome to join me for the extendeds if you wish. Super Souls, if not, thank you so much for joining me here anyway. And for all of you who are already connected with me on Patreon, thank you so much for being there. It's a beautiful sort of other community. There are no ads in the readings that I do over there, which is lovely. I do the all zodiac sign readings every moon month, as well as a tutorial every month, and also sometimes some extended readings every now and then. Those are sort of like little bonus extras. Beautiful reading too. I think you're going to have a terrific week. I appreciate there could be some frustrations, hiccups initially, but your reading could not be clearer. Be patient, be kind, love your imperfections, love the learning curve. If you make a mistake, you'll know, you'll learn from it, you'll grow, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get it quickly, and you are going to see something really start to consolidate. I actually think within the week. I really think you're going to start to get it quickly. We're not looking long term here, but there is a longer term goal. There's a longer term end result, and this is contributing significantly to that possibility. Super Souls, thank you for joining me. Tons and tons of love. I post these readings every Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you'd like to get notification of all my readings. And thank you all so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and tons and tons of love to you all. Super Souls, I'm not available for private readings. Some people have been contacting me. I do give away a free private reading every month and a pack of oracle cards, my own Art of Manifestation oracle cards. If you'd like to be in that prize draw, because it's a monthly prize draw, it is a subscriber offer, so you need to be subscribed. It is just part of my giving back to everyone here on the channel at YouTube. And I have a subscriber email list, so do add yourself to that if you want to be in that monthly prize draw. And watch out for the videos. I announced the last ones about a week ago. If you watch out for that announcement, because I announced them in a video on YouTube, just to check in and see whether you are one of those winners. Super Souls, thank you for joining me. Tons of love. I think you're going to have an amazing week, albeit possibly a few hiccups at the beginning, but honestly, they're leading you on the pathway that you need to be on. Tons and tons of love to you. Reading number 2. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the rune of Algiz. This is protection. You have love, you have tiger fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Which is very interesting, because I do feel you are protected. It's as if there's going to be support coming in for you this week. So we have a message of protection, we have a message of support. I feel like the energy of someone around you who loves you, working in maybe in a partnership, working together with someone to achieve something. I'm also getting a really strong message here as well, in terms of using your emotions as a source of empowerment. You know, emotions are, if we think of emotions as energy in motion, they give us a lot of energy, and there's something very powerful here for you. Very powerful energy around you already. So we're asking for a message. I post these readings every week, so we're asking for a message that you need to know right now. And also, I would say, so far, reading 1 and reading 2, and this came through right at the beginning, have been giving a lot of information about the way the week is going to pan out. And I do feel there's something very strong in the messages this week about, you know, literally the coming week, what you need to know. So let's see what we are shown for pile 3. May we have cards for pile 3. What do they need to know about right here and right now, and especially in the coming week? Now I'm actually going to take all 3. And that's what's shown up, so that's what we're going to look at. Okay, so we have, how interesting. Oh wow. So we have Daughters of the Red Tent, we have Safe to Fall, and Ancestral Guardians of Light. Okay, put those down there for a moment. Move that up a little bit. We have Be Your Brilliant Self, Giving and Receiving, and Take Action Now. Daughters of the Red Tent. This is like a threshold to something new. Okay, be your brilliant self. Giving and receiving. And take action. Now, I kind of feel like with this card, Safe to Fall, someone coming in to assist you. How interesting. I'm just going to say, I'm wondering if for some of you, and this won't be for everyone, but if you are single, I am actually wondering if love is coming into your life, or love is about to, or has about to. And it may be that you are in that space of, can I really dare allow myself to receive? Yeah, I feel like maybe you are feeling quite childlike in some way, shape or form, fearful, even a little bit, let's say defensive. But yeah, can you dare to allow yourself to fall? Can you dare to allow yourself to let go? Can you dare to allow yourself to receive? But you need to take action. Can you dare to allow yourself to receive help? We need to know far more about your reading, beautiful souls. May we have more information, please, for reading 3. Let's draw from another tarot pack. May we have more information for pile 3, please, for this week. May we have information for pile 3 for this week. I am seeing that. And I think we'll take from the reverse of the pack too. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. How interesting. We have 5 of Wands and 6 of Wands. Okay. Gosh, there's a massive opportunity around you, but you're going to have to seize the moment. Okay, pile 3. There's an opportunity around you. Somebody's offering you something. Someone's coming in to assist you. But you're really, I feel like you're really wobbling about it for some reason. I feel like I need to reiterate, allow yourself to receive. You know, it is as if you're being given an opportunity here. You're being given something. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. It's like stepping into something that has really solid and very real potential. And yet I'm seeing that you are really, really questioning whether it's real or not. Will it be real? Will it manifest? I feel like there's lots of anxiety about whether this is a situation or a person you can trust. But something's being given to you. Something is being offered to you, literally offered to you. Here you are. You're brilliant. It's like someone coming in and saying, do you know what? You're amazing. And you're kind of stepping away and going, oh, no, you know, and stepping back from it, not wanting to believe that this is possible, not wanting to believe that it's real. But you actually have to move forwards. This is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. Everything in your reading pile 3 is suggesting that there is an offer of something and that you are having a massive wobble about it. And everything in your reading is saying, move forwards. Allow yourself to receive. Believe in your extraordinariness. It's safe to fall. It's safe to let go. It's safe to be vulnerable. It's safe to receive. We have a card of victory here. It's safe to, this is one of those times when whatever this offer is, it is safe to step into it rather than to step away. It's safe to step up rather than down. Everything here, however this is, whatever this opportunity, this doorway, this gateway, it feels risky. I always think daughters of the red tent, it feels like you are on a threshold. And this card always says you're being protected, you're being guarded, you're being guided. Don't worry, it's safe to fall. Your ancestors are there. This is an opportunity, a gateway. It's right. I can't help feeling for some of you that it is to do with trust and to do with trusting another person. Whether that is in a working environment or within love. I can't help feeling there's something very significant here about trusting and allowing yourself to have something, to receive something. Let's draw some more cards for you and see what else we're showing. Your biggest primary message, I think, this week really is it's safe to receive, it's safe to fall, it's safe to open yourself, it's safe to be vulnerable, it's safe to have. You are guarded, you are protected. You know, embrace this opportunity, take action now, pay attention to the signs and move forwards fearlessly, whatever having means for you. Let's dive in and ask for more information, please. May we have more information? Whoa, 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 gosh. That feels dynamic. Now what we have are piles of cards here, but 2 have shot off over here and we have one here. I'm going to use these. So we have Knight of Chalices, Ace of Swords, how interesting. And we have the World. Wow. Okay. Right, so we have our Knight of Cups charging in here, riding on the back of a wave of energy. I think somebody, again, there's an offer. It's very clear. Someone's very clear about what they want. Yeah, someone comes in with a very clear offer. And I think you have a big wobble. I think you will possibly already know what this offer is. And I think you've been a little bit defended about receiving. You're fearful. You're fearful of falling. You're fearful. Your reading is suggesting this is actually seriously a yes. I feel this Knight, it's interesting, the Knight of Chalices. You know, sometimes the Knight of Chalices is somebody coming in and offering love, you know, heart on their sleeve, making a declaration, this very clear declaration. And at other times, the Knight of Chalices can feel a bit of a fly-by-night, you know, but I do feel this person is quite clear and quite genuine. Your reading is sort of saying Ace of Pentacles. You've got Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. This is someone who wants to make it real. They're kind of offering you the world. They wish to offer you the world. So whether this is love or it is a different opportunity, this is a real opportunity. You know, they want to build something. We have a beaver here. They genuinely want to build something with you. They want to commit to you. They want to build something. They're in it for the long term. They see the end goal with you as being a place of success, of victory. They see it as being attainable. So whether this is a business partnership or whatever the offer, or love, or whatever it is, we do have love here. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. Yeah, you are protected. I feel this is, it feels for you like a bit of a leap into, I won't say new territory, but sort of risky territory, because I don't think you're very good or very familiar with allowing yourself to receive. There's a vulnerability in aligning with and joining forces with somebody else in some way, shape or form. It leaves you feeling very vulnerable, very childlike. But actually, the offer is genuine. That's really, really clear for you. Okay, let's see what else we are shown. It's interesting. I sort of feel that's the biggest message for you, is the offer is genuine. This is real. Allow yourself to receive. These are the messages for you this week, pile 3. Now, I am doing extended readings this week. It sort of happened unexpectedly. When I was doing reading number 1, it just emerged that there was sort of some really big karmic, sort of stuff going on potentially. And I just felt compelled to draw more runes and to do a kind of an extended layer. The reading was very complete in itself, and your reading feels really quite complete here already. But I was quite compelled to draw additional cards, which I do my extended readings when I do them. I do them on Patreon. It's a different site. And your reading in some ways feels complete, but let's draw more cards here right now, as much as anything, to see perhaps what the extended reading might really be about. Your message for the week is very clear. The offer is real, the offer is genuine. Whoever or whatever this is, it's solid. There is the potential for victory. It's meant, and I'm seeing, your own vulnerability. Your team are kind of saying, your spirit team are saying, look, you deserve to have the world, and this is a very real and genuine offer for you. Let's ask if there's any more information for pile 3, and also perhaps an indication of where we might be going with the extended reading. Okay, so we have, this is interesting. So we have the card of the Emperor, but this is interesting because it did come out in reverse. Okay. We then have the card of the Wheel of Fortune. Let's leave that in reverse for now. We then have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the card of the World again. Now this is so significant. This is so significant. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Right. Okay. What I'm seeing, I mean, these are big cards, aren't they? Really, really big cards. I think with the Emperor in reverse, what this is showing to us with the Emperor in reverse is, I think historically, especially with the elephant and the lion here, I actually think in the past you've been massively misled by somebody. Somebody offered, what they offered wasn't real. It's like you believed in somebody. You thought very, very, very highly of them. You gave them power over you in many ways. You relinquished something of your own power in your vulnerability. I think you relinquished something of your own power. And this is all about stepping into your own power, but in a way that you can also still be vulnerable. Now, yeah, I think you relinquish your own power. Someone misused their power over you within some aspect of relationship. You relinquish power to them. They may have actually just dominated and taken it in quite a ruthless way. I mean, there's something about this sort of sword in his hand. It feels quite cutthroat. It's got that energy about it. Yeah, almost as if they... I would venture to say, actually, for some of you with the elephant here, how people who, if they are, very controlling, they can really get inside your head to the point where you almost lose your own sense of your own identity. You know, this, and it's left you feeling quite defensive about allowing yourself to receive. I think you've become very, very self-reliant. Okay. Now there's an opportunity here to change this. What we are being shown is this is a real offer. Okay. Now, I don't know whether this offer is going to work in the long term or not for you, because you know, sometimes you've got to go there. You've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? You've got to go there to find out. But I feel like you grapple with this possibility. You want it more than anything, but simultaneously you're kind of a little bit ambivalent about it. You're a little bit fearful of it, or potentially very defended against it. This is a genuine offer. That is, we are being shown this person or this situation, the offer of something is very real. And there is a real opportunity within the realness of this to be your authentic self, to be your brilliant self, to be you, and to discover what it feels like to be in a genuinely mutually giving and receiving partnership of some sort, whatever that is. Now we have a card of victory. We also have the Ace of Cups. So this is new. This is the potential to do it differently, to learn. Now, I don't know what the longevity of this is, but I do know this is a real opportunity, and at some level it's going to help you to overcome your fears that you can't be yourself within relationship. So whatever the outcome, this is a win-win. It's a victory. It's a win-win. You know, in the here and now, this is a weekly reading, right here and now in this reading, we are being shown clearly. You can open yourself to receive. This offer is genuine. We can see why you are fearful, defended, why you've learned to be so self-reliant, and that it is time for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable with someone. Not to do so much battle over it, and to allow your world to change, and to allow someone to come in and change your world with you. And you know, there is a new beginning here in learning to trust others, which is beautiful. In relationship, in love, I think genuinely for some of you, this is about love. What I think we'll do, because this is very clear guidance for the week ahead, what I will say to you, Super Souls, is in my Timeless Readings playlist, I mean, this is a timeless reading in many ways. All the Sunday readings that I do, they bring immediate guidance and often information for the week ahead. And they are timeless. Whenever you find them, you'll find the right reading for you. I always trust that. In my Timeless Readings playlist, though, there are lots of readings that are connected to relationship. So if you're having a major wobble, there are readings there. Can I trust this person? You know, how will this relationship work out? So there are bigger extended relationship readings there if you want to check those out, if you feel you're wanting to look further. I think what I'm going to do, because this is a weekly reading where I ask guidance right here and right now from Spirit, and we look at the week ahead, I am seeing massive potential here for you. It feels like it is a win-win, whatever the long-term outcome, it's a victory, because this is a genuine offer, and part of the process of your own soul development, your own evolution, is to recognize that it is actually safe to fall. You know, but I think what we'll do in the extended readings is we will actually delve into where this opportunity is going to lead in the future, and we'll ask for more information around that. We'll ask about also how perhaps any information and guidance around, you know, perhaps around the history, but I'm kind of reluctant with this in reverse. I feel like it's time to put this down, to let go of that. It feels much more about a reading, about moving forwards, where this might be going. What I think we might draw in, because in the extended readings I'll be using runes, looking at past, present, future, what's above you, what's below you, and additional cards. I think what we will do is we will ask if there are any past life connections to this opportunity, to this person. I do feel someone is coming in, offering you something, an opportunity to connect, to be in a mutually giving and receiving partnership where you can genuinely be yourself. So I think we'll ask in the extended readings about past life connections to this person, opportunity, as well as, you know, where this might go in the future. What kind of potential does it genuinely hold? At the moment, the real growth in this and the messages are actually about letting you know it's safe to fall, and that in itself will heal this space where you feel you've had to be so self-contained. You had to do everything on your own, and that's really not the case anymore. It's now, you know, we're moving into collaboration and you know, trust and being supported by others and being unstoppable because you have support, as opposed to being sort of, I don't know, carrying the restrictions of having to, you know, be all kind of managing absolutely everything on your own all the time, you know. So very different energy ahead of you here. This is definitely a win-win, you know, absolutely, with absolute certainty. So beautiful souls, thank you for joining me for today's readings here on YouTube. You're welcome to join me for those extra questions, that added layer of the extended reading on Patreon. Patreon works on the basis of donations. You can give as little or as much as you wish. It's where I do my big all zodiac sign readings for the month. I post a tutorial there, and every now and then, I mean, these are very random, I don't normally do extended readings, but every now and then, if I feel a sort of, I'm drawn to do so, I do so, and they are always posted there on Patreon. And if you are on Patreon, thank you already for being part of that, the building of that community. Beautiful pile 3, thank you for joining me here today on YouTube. I'm wishing you the most amazing week. I appreciate you may be feeling vulnerable, but my goodness me, everything seriously here is a thumbs up for you. It really, really is. So I'm thrilled beyond belief for you. I truly, truly am. Feels like this is long overdue and something that you've really, really been wanting. I'm sending you the biggest hugs, the biggest love, and thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you'd like to get all of my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. And oh, do you know, this is so gorgeous. There are 2 pigeons that have just landed outside my window, and they're courting. They're just like, there's this whole kind of dance going on. I just feel that's just such a lovely validation of your reading. I just had to share that. Super souls, yes, thank you so much. Wherever I was in my kind of, you know, stuff that I do give away a free private reading and a pack of oracle cards. These cards are my own, every month. I'm not able to do private readings at the moment. I simply don't have the capacity to do that, but I do give one away for free. I announced the winners of the most recent one about a week ago now, probably. And beautiful souls, if you are subscribing, because it is a subscriber offer, if you are subscribed and you want to be in the running for that potential pack of cards or that reading, if you add yourself to my subscriber email list, then I'll literally put all the links in the description box and the pinned comment. Once you're on that list, you're on it permanently, and my colleague draws the names out of a hat, and I do announce the winners in a video here on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that announcement. Beautiful pile 3, have an amazing week. Your vulnerability is worthy of risking in order to receive. Tons of love to you.